Have you ever found yourself sitting in a quiet house and realizing how still everything has become? No phone ringing, no footsteps in the hallway, no one asking if you've eaten or how your day's been. At first, that kind of silence can feel peaceful, like a break you've earned after years of taking care of everyone else. But after a while, it's not peace you feel, it's emptiness. If you've ever felt that way, you're not alone. Growing older brings unexpected changes. People drift, loved ones pass, children grow busy with lives of their own, and the spaces that used to be filled with laughter and noise slowly grow quiet. But here's what no one tells you. Being alone doesn't mean your story is over. It just means you've entered a new chapter 1 where you get to decide how the rest is written. This time in your life can be meaningful, joyful, and deeply fulfilling. But it starts with intention. It starts with a few small steps, and it starts with you. So, if you're here right now, listening, that already means something. It means you still care. It means you're still trying, and that's powerful. There's no school drop-off, no work schedule, no one waiting on dinner. At first, that freedom feels wonderful, like a breath of fresh air. But over time, the days start blending together. You forget what day it is. You skip meals, you lose track of time on the end, and without structure, it's easy to feel lost. That's why creating a simple rhythm to your day can make all the difference. You don't need a strict schedule, just a few gentle habits to anchor your mornings, your afternoons, and your evenings. Wake up at the same time each day. Make your bed. Start your morning with something calming, maybe tea by the window, a little music, or a short walk. Then plan something for later, even if it's just folding laundry, calling a friend, or cooking a nice lunch. It's not about staying busy. It's about feeling like your time matters again. A little bit of structure adds purpose. And when your day has purpose, so do you. You're not just getting through time. You're still living it. And that simple shift can change everything. It becomes your world. And that world can either lift your spirit or slowly weigh it down over time. And when no one else is around, it's easy to stop noticing your space. Dishes stack up, the mail piles on the table. A chair sits unused in the corner, gathering dust. Before you know it, your home doesn't feel warm anymore. It just feels tired. But here's something you might not realize. Your surroundings reflect how you feel inside. And the beautiful part is you can shift both, one tiny step at a time. Start by choosing one corner. Not the whole house, just one. Clear it. Wipe it down. Add something small that brings you joy. Maybe it's a photo of someone you love. Maybe it's a candle with a soft scent. Maybe it's just opening the blinds to let the sunlight in. Let music play. Choose colors that make you smile. Hang something on the wall that reminds you of who you are, not just who you were. You don't need a brand new house. You just need a home that feels alive. Because when your space feels comforting, clean, and personal, you feel more grounded, more motivated, more you. Your home should be your sanctuary. Even if you're the only one walking through the front door, you deserve to be welcomed by warmth, met by light, by life. Make your space a place that says, I still care about myself. I still belong here. I still matter. Because you do. You sit to eat, you sit to watch TV, you sit to think, and before you know it, the day has passed, and your body hasn't moved much at all. But here's the truth. Even if your joints ache, even if your energy feels low, your body still craves movement. Because movement isn't just about exercise, it's about staying alive inside. You don't need a gym. You don't need fancy routines. What you need is to honor your body, however it is today. Start small. Stretch in bed before you get up. Take a slow walk down the driveway. Stand up during commercials. Sway to a song you love, right there in your kitchen. These moments might seem small, but they send a message to your muscles. You still matter. I'm still here. I'm still using you. And the movement wakes up more than just the body. It lifts your mood. It clears the fog. It helps you sleep better. It reminds you that your body hasn't given up on you, so don't give up on it. Even the gentlest motion creates energy. And energy is what pulls you back into life, especially on the days when it's tempting to just stay in bed. So move. Move like your life still needs you, because it does. And maybe that's partly true. But often it's not that people don't care. It's that they don't know how much you'd love to hear from them. Connection isn't always about someone knocking on your door. Sometimes you have to be the one who reaches out first. Start small. Call that old friend you haven't spoken to in years. Write a card, even if it's just to say, I was thinking of you. Say hello to the person behind the counter at the store and mean it. You don't have to be the life of the party. You just have to show up. And when you do, you'll be surprised how often others are grateful you did. And join a book club, attend a local event, or try an online group with people who share your interests. The world is still full of kind people, but someone has to go first. Let it be you. You're not too old to make a new friend. You're not too late to reconnect with someone who still remembers your laugh. Because at the heart of it, we all want the same thing: to feel seen, to feel remembered, to feel like we matter. And you do. It's that voice in your head, the one that talks when no one else is around. And sometimes it can be harsh. It reminds you of mistakes. It whispers regrets. It brings up the people you've lost and the things you didn't do. But here's the truth. You can choose how that voice speaks to you. Start by noticing what it says. If you catch yourself thinking, I'm useless, pause and replace it with, I still have value. I'm still here. I still matter. Instead of, no one cares, try, maybe they don't know I need them. I can reach out. Talk to yourself the way you'd talk to someone you love, with patience, with compassion, with tenderness, because your heart listens. Your mind believes what you repeat, and your body responds to kindness even when it comes from inside. And to say things like, I'm proud of myself for getting through today, or it's okay to rest, I deserve peace. This isn't about being overly positive or pretending everything is fine. It's about giving yourself grace. You've lived through so much. You've shown strength in ways no one ever saw. You've earned the right to speak kindly to yourself. And on the days when the silence feels loud, let your own words be the soft place you can land. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to matter to you. And maybe it's a houseplant you water every morning. Maybe it's a pet who waits at the door when you wake up. Maybe it's a small garden that changes with the seasons. Or maybe it's a neighbor who could use a hand, a friend who needs a kind word, a child in your family who lights up when you call. When you give even a little of yourself, something special happens. Oh, you remember you're needed. You remember you still make a difference. There's comfort in watching a flower bloom because of your care, in hearing a purr, and in seeing a smile. Those moments may seem small, but they ripple through your day like sunlight on still water. You don't need a crowd. You don't need applause. You just need a reason to wake up and say, today, I have something to give. Because when you give care, you receive meaning. And meaning is what fills the quiet. It's what turns an ordinary day into a life well lived. You are still capable of love, of nurturing, of impact. And the world is better every time you choose to share that part of yourself. One of the best ways to break that cycle, create something. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be yours. Paint with colors that make you feel something. Write a poem or a memory from your childhood. Knit a scarf, bake a pie, build a birdhouse, plant a seed. It's not about skill. It's about soul. When you create, you give form to your feelings. You turn the invisible parts of yourself into something real. And the act of making something anything reminds you, you're still here. You still have a voice. You still have something beautiful to offer. Creative expression is a quiet kind of medicine. It doesn't shout. It doesn't rush. It gently brings you back to yourself. Even a small creation can bring great joy. A drawing on the fridge, a loaf of bread shared with a neighbor, a story you tell your grandchild one day. These are the pieces of you that live on long after the silence fades. So give yourself permission to explore, to play, to express what words sometimes can't. You are not done creating, not by a long shot. There is still beauty inside you, still imagination, still magic. All it takes is one small step and the willingness to begin. We tell ourselves there's nothing funny about being alone. Nothing amusing about getting older, but that's not the full truth. Even in the silence, there's still room for joy. Even in the stillness, laughter can live. And sometimes it's the smallest things that bring it back. A silly movie you've watched a dozen times, an old photo that reminds you of a moment you completely forgot, a dog chasing its tail, A grandchild's voice mispronouncing a big word. Laughter doesn't erase pain. It doesn't solve loneliness, but it softens things. It lightens the load, even for just a minute. And those minutes add up. When you laugh, your shoulders drop. Your face relaxes. Your heart feels just a little bit lighter. So seek it out, play a funny video, call someone who always cracks you up, read a comic strip, tell a joke, even if it's corny. You don't need an audience. You don't need a crowd. You deserve to laugh, even if the room is empty, even if the only sound is your own chuckle bouncing off the walls. Because laughter is a kind of hope, and hope is never wasted. Let it in, let it stay. Let it remind you that no matter how heavy life gets, there's always space for joy. It's heavy. A certain song plays, a smell from the kitchen takes you back, a photo catches your eye, and suddenly you're missing someone so deeply it aches. That's grief, and it's not something you get over, it's something you carry. But here's what matters. You can carry it and still keep living. Let the sadness come, don't push it away. You've earned the right to cry when you need to say their name out loud, to miss what once was. And when the tears slow, do something gentle. Take a walk, light a candle, listen to a song they loved. Talk to them in your heart. Let their memory warm you instead of freeze you. Grief is part of love. It shows up because something or someone mattered deeply, but it doesn't get to be the only thing in the room. Make space for joy, too. Make space for her laughter. Make space for a new memory. You're still here. You're still breathing. And that means your story isn't over yet. Let love remain, not just in the past, but in how you live today. Every time you choose to keep going, you honor them, you honor yourself. Or grief may visit, but it doesn't get to stay forever. Let hope live here, too. And that your best years are behind you. That the world has moved on without you, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Because even now, especially now, you still have something beautiful to give. You still have something beautiful to give. And giving doesn't have to be grand. You don't need to write a check or start a charity. You just need to show up with heart. You call someone who might be lonely too. Make a little extra and drop it off for a neighbor. Volunteer at the library, the local food pantry, or your church. Offer to read to children or help at a community center. These small acts, they add up. They fill the cracks that loneliness leaves behind. And most of all, they remind you that you're still needed because you are. Your kindness, your stories, your patience, your wisdom, they matter. And someone out there is waiting for the exact kind of comfort only you can offer. Don't tell yourself you're too old, too tired, too far removed. You are still capable of making someone else's day brighter. And when you do, you'll feel it in your own heart too. Because giving doesn't just help others, it heals you. It gives your life meaning, energy, and connection. So today, give a little love and let it come back to you in the most unexpected ways. You've raised families, worked hard, taken care of others, so it might feel uncomfortable, even unnatural, to ask for help now. But let me say this clearly. There is no weakness in needing others. Not now, not ever. In fact, asking for help is one of the bravest things you can do. It means you're willing to face what's real. It means you're choosing healing over pride, and that's powerful. If you're struggling emotionally, physically, financially, don't go through it alone. Call your doctor, talk to your pastor or spiritual leader. Reach out to a family member, a friend, a neighbor. Sometimes people don't know you need help until you say it out loud. They can't show up if they don't know where to stand. And more often than not, you'll find that they want to be there for you. They just did not know how. You've been the helper before. Let someone else return the favor now. It's okay to lean. It's okay to rest. It's okay to say, I need someone right now. That doesn't make you weak. That makes you wise. That makes you human. You are not a burden. You are not alone. You are still deeply worthy of care, love, and support. So take that step. Ask, and let yourself be held just as you held so many others. Doesn't mean it's over. Just because you live alone doesn't mean your days are empty. There is still so much left for you, so much beauty, so much meaning, so much life. And yes, even now you can still dream. Maybe your dream is simple, a short trip to a place you've never seen, trying your hand at watercolor painting, learning to play piano, planting a little garden that greets you each morning. Or maybe it's something deeper, making peace with the past, writing down your story, finding joy, Again, real joy, not just quiet acceptance. Dreams don't have an expiration date. They aren't reserved for the young. They belong to the living, and you, dear soul, are still very much alive. So close your eyes. Picture one thing that stirs your heart, something that whispers, "It's not too late." Then take just one small step toward it, even a tiny one, even if it's just writing it down on paper. You've made it this far for a reason. In the next chapter, it's yours to shape. Don't just pass the time. Don't just count the days. Fill them. Live them with color, with intention, with courage. Because this isn't the end of your story. It's a softer season, yes, but one filled with wisdom, grace, and quiet magic. And if you listen closely, your heart is still speaking, your dreams are still waiting. So go ahead, dream again. You're not done yet.